with their crews for this event. All right, turn 4, my bank dwellers up on Bud Hill. Let them hear it. Main grandstands, get out of your seats and get on your feet and let them hear it. You can see the crews lined up here along the front straightaway. It is their hard work and dedication each and every week to get these cars ready to put on a show for you. You can see the battle flags being waved. Former American Canadian Tour feature winners have the battle flag with the little ACT flag attached to it. You can see some of them have a lot of them. Patrick LaPearl, multi-time winner, looks to have the most. Derek Luchocki's a multi-time winner. You can see his battle flag also with them. So how about it? One more round of applause for all these crew members as they make their way down the front straightaway to head back to the pit area. They've done everything they can so far, but they've got 2 more cracks at it. 50 laps, a checkered flag. Will have segment number 2 for the street stocks, as well as segment number 1 for the Road Warriors. In between segment 1 and 2 for the Milk Bowl. Then they'll have another 50-lap dash. Main event on a Thursday night is 50 laps long. Then they'll have another shot to make adjustments. Multiple sets of tires in the pits. Strategies ready to be played out. Who's got the best strategy? Who's going to be passively aggressive enough in this race to find their way to victory lane? You have to pass the cars when you have the opportunity, but you cannot put yourself in a position where you end up destroying your race car. It is a passive-aggressive racer's race. 50 laps, segment number 1. You cannot win the Milk Bowl in segment number 1, but you certainly can lose the Milk Bowl in segment number 1. The drivers starting from the front row want to get as few points as possible, but that is the object for everybody else. You could be running 14th in segment 1, move yourself into 13th, end up with 19 points and find yourself Milk Bowl victorious, and it was that one pass you made in the first segment that found your way into victory lane. Just don't do anything to take yourself out in segment number 1. And that is the mindset, but again, you've got to get every spot you can as they take a couple laps behind the Cody Chevrolet pace car with Eric Chase at the keyboard, getting the tires up to temperature before we send them on their way for 50 green flag laps. Again, time trials set the front row. Triple 50 set the next 15 starting positions. 7 in on time. 2 B feature cars and 2 provisionals, 1 full-time Thunder Road provisional, 1 full-time ACT provisional. And that is your 28 cars as the pace car pulls off. We are ready to go. Off of turn number 4, looking for the green flag, and they've got it. Green is out. The king of the road on the outside, Little Irish, Stephen Donahue in the Kevin Harvick throwback car. Looks like he's going to lead lap number 1 down to the stripe and does. Stephen Donahue around the outside is showing the way down the backstretch. Derek Luchocki in the 92 slides up the racetrack that time, but he'll settle himself into the number 2 position. Cody Blake now up to 4th. It's Barrie, Vermont's Nick Sweet in the high fives 88 car. He's going right to the outside now looking for 3rd. Sweet was the fastest car in practice on Friday, fastest car in practice on Saturday, but had a bad draw, was the 2nd car out to take time trials. Found himself time trialing outside of the top 2, picked up the win in triple 50 number 3 to get him the 5th starting position. Looks like we will complete the first 5 laps of segment number 1. No problem so far. A couple of drivers trying to make some headway out of the back of the pack. Jimmy Hebert's 58, Scott Dragon 0. DJ Shaw got a little bit loose that time off of turn number 2, allowing Stephen Martin to go by on the outside of the 0-1, and now they make contact off turn 4. Donahue leads in the 29. Battle is for 2nd. Down low, it's Blake in the 99. Up high, it is the 92, Derek Luchocki. Luchocki on the outside hangs on to that position down the front straightaway. Sweet in the 88 is tiptoeing into the outside groove behind the 99. He may want the 3rd position on the high side. Donahue into the 29 right now, showing us why he was the king of the road here in 2023. Last year, the king of the road, the 64, Chris Pelkey, won the king of the road title and then the Milk Bowl, and Donahue would love to do the same feat. Here comes Gravel down low for fourth. Marcel Gravel, 86, down to the bottom of the racetrack, looking for the number 4 position away from Nick Sweet in the 88. Sweet has committed up to the outside lane behind the 92 of Derek Luchacki. 11 laps complete so far. It's been all Stephen Donahue in the 29. Gabe Brown loose off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. The North Conway Incinerators, car number 60, the ACT point leader, Gabe Brown, loose that time off the second corner. That's going to allow DJ Shaw to circulate the bottom and move in front of him. Still side by side for second. Luchacki up on the high side of the 92. Cody Blake downstairs into the 99. Inside lane not quite working so well for Marcel Gravel. He tried to drive under Nick Sweet. Now he's trying to hold off Chris Pelkey in the 64. Caution flag is out. The 04, Sean Swallow goes around in turn 4. Swallow in the 04 here on lap 14, the first car to bring out a caution flag in segment number 1 of the Milk Bowl. And straight down pit road goes Brendan Moody in the 94, the B feature winner. So Moody in the 94, who had to transfer his way in and through the last chance race, is on pit road. I'd say he's probably looking for an adjustment on the Keen's Used Cars Chevy Camaro. Field realigning, scores working on the restart lineup. No question at the front, though. It's been all Stephen Donahue. Jumped to the lead off the outside lane as it stayed on station, pulling away. The battle has been for second. It's been the 92 of Derek Luchacki and the 99 Cody Blake, who have been battling side by side for that number 1 position, or the number 2 position, excuse me. Sean Swallow in the 04 needs to pull to the rear of the field as he was the caution car. He was the car that spun that bring out the caution flag. "36 laps to go here in segment number 1 for the Milk Bowl. Swallow in the 04 finding his way to the back of the pack. Problems for Pembroke in the 27. "36 laps to go in a segment number 1. And it looks like Gabe Brown in car number 60 is headed for the pits. So he was loose off of 2 a couple laps ago. Allowed the 04 of DJ Shaw and the 0 of Scott Dragon to get by him. So now he's headed to the pits looking for an adjustment on that car as the rear end is not adhering to the racetrack quite the way he would like it to. Donahue in the 29 will be the leader on the restart. I'll be interested to see which lane he is going to take. Donahue elects the top of the racetrack. So it'll be Donahue on the outside. He is the leader. Derek Luchacki, just like at the start, will be on the inside, but he is not the leader. And Gabe Brown is back in car number 60. Lights are going down on the Cody Chevrolet Camaro pace car, ready to go back under green. Donahue on the outside is the leader. On the inside, Derek Luchacki is running in the number 2 position. Pace car is off. We are ready. Picking the pace up through turns 3 and 4. Green flag is out and they're underway. Gluchaki on the bottom in the 92, puts the fender ahead through turns 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. He's trying to lead a lap. Lap money is on the line here in the Milk Bowl. It'll be Donahue by inches on the outside with the lead. Cody Blake, though, struggling after this restart. Nick Sweet has gotten by, so has Pelkey in the 64. Brooks Clark going around. Brooks Clark in the 68 spinning. Looks like Brooks Clark is going to keep it rolling, and we will stay green. On the outside, Little Irish Stephen Donahue is the leader. Battle is now for second. Up on the outside, here comes Nick Sweet in the 88. The high fives, 88 for Nick Sweet now to the number 2 position. Back to third goes the pole sitter, Derek Gluchaki. And he may not have that for long, because here comes the defending Milk Bowl winner to the outside now for the number 3 position as Nick Sweet in the 88 dives to the bottom for the lead. This time by 20 laps complete. They're side by side for the top spot. Donahue up on the outside. Sweet down on the bottom. Pelkey positions himself into the number 3 spot. Back to 4th goes Gluchaki in the 92. Lap traffic dead ahead for the leaders. Brooks Clark in the 68, who got crossed up in turn 4 a couple laps ago, now going a lap down here in the segment number 1. 88 Sweet pinned right to the rear bumper of the Donahue 29. He's got Pelkey now drawn in on his rear quarter. They are breaking away from the 92 of Gluchaki and Gravel in the 86, sitting in the 5th spot. Cody Blake is back to 6th. 7th is the 77 Brian Wall. 8th to Chip Grenier. The 14.5 of Bobby Therian. And then the 04 DJ Shaw. Martin in the 01. And Jimmy Hebert coming to life for the 58 here as we get to the halfway mark. Halfway home for the 29 Little Irish Stephen Donahue. Donahue a little bit loose that time, off of turn 4, up on the outside lane. Sweet is there. Brendan Moody is in the infield in car 94. Problems for the 94 car, trying to keep that car fired. Maybe we can stay green as Sweet continues to go after it on the inside. Lane 4, the race lead. They'll again lap back around to the 94 of Moody. Moody in the 94 looks like he's headed straight for pit road. That car not acting the way he would want it to. The B feature winner on pit road as the battle is for the top spot. Gravel and Gluchaki now going at it for 4th. Gravel down to the bottom. Trying to move by the pole sitter, Derek Gluchaki. As Donahue in the 29 continues to show the way with 20 to go. 20 laps to go in segment number 1. Nick Sweet trying to find some grip on the bottom of the racetrack to work his way by. Whoa, jam up on the front straightaway. Maybe problems for Grenier. Grenier in car number 9 is shut down. Chip Grenier in car number 9 shuts down and the yellow is out. Tough break for Chip Grenier, who had been running inside of the top 10. Lights are out on the REM development Ford Mustang. Push truck is rolling. Scores are going to work on the restart lineup. Pace car will pick up the field in turn 1 as Kyle Pembroke has gone down pit road. Eric Sands of the Seacoast Truck and Auto Ford also headed to the pit area. 19 laps to go here in segment number 1 for the Northfield Savings Bank Vermont Milk Bowl, the 61st running. '29 Donahue has been able to keep Nick Sweet behind him so far, but now Sweet is going to have a lane and be all the way in it. We'll see if he can hold him off for the next 19 laps. looking for the 1 point for winning segment number 1. $19 to go. Restart lineup is correct. No lucky dogs because the Milk Bowl is 50 laps each segment, so there is no lucky dog on the table. If you go a lap down, you are a lap down for the rest of that segment. But each segment is its own race. So you could be 4 laps down in segment number 1, but you'll start segment number 2 on the same lap as everybody else. Restart lineup is correct. Field will now go into a pace lap formation, side by side, columns of 2. Donahue has again picked the outside lane. It hasn't let him down so far today, but now he's got Nick Sweet to the inside. Chris Pelkey, 64. Marcel Gravel, 86, trying to position himself up into the top 3. He's currently got to 4th. Pole sitter Derek Luchacki hanging on to the number 5 position. A report from pit road, the 9 of Chip Grenier is done for at least this segment. Moody in the 94 is back from pit road, as is Pembroke. 19 remain. Sweet in the 88, Donahue in the 29. Pace car ready to duck off. And they are ready. Pace car's off. They're now in the hands of our chief setter, Jason Lemoy. Green flag is out. Donahue on the outside, back by a quarter pan or a fender down the back straightaway. It's Sweet on the inside with the lead, but he's loose in 3 and 4. It'll be Donahue the leader. Donahue continuing to use that outside lane to hang on to the top spot. Sweet on the bottom, couldn't get it rolling. He'll settle back in line in 2nd. Pelkey, then the side-by-side battle for 4th. Gravel on the outside, down low, it's Luchacki in the 92. The pole sitter, Derek Luchacki, hanging around inside of the top 5. $15 to go this time for Stephen Donahue with the 29. He's got that car pinned in the preferred line here. Nick Sweet unable to do anything around the inside of him. Derek Luchacki couldn't roll it by on the bottom. It's Sweet again on the attack on the bottom of the racetrack. Oh, look out! Tanner Woodard in the 68 had it 90 degrees to the left going through turns 3 and 4, but he held on to it. What a save by Tanner Woodard in the 68 car. 13 to go, 18. Caden Fisher has the right side flying in the breeze. Taking up 2 lanes of racetrack, the 18 car, Caden Fisher, as Brandon Lanfear tries to tiptoe to his outside. $29, Donahue continues to lead, hanging on to the top of the racetrack. Sweet hunts the bottom, but can't get it around him. Now here comes Pelkey into the picture. He may want the number 2 position. Eight laps to go this time in segment number 1. Donahue looking for the illustrious 1 point. Can't get a perfect Milk Bowl if you don't win the first segment. That right now may be what's on the mind of the 2023 King of the Road, Stephen Donahue, showing the way with 7 to go. Laps winding down in this one for Donahue. He's led it from the drop of the green flag from the outside lane. He's going to have a lot of work to do in segment number 2 if he can hang on for 6 more laps. Whoa, into the infield goes the 04. Justin Prescott in the 04 into the infield with 5 to go, make it 4 as they come off of turn 4. Prescott will lose a lap to the field. Three laps to go for Little Irish, Stephen Donahue. Popsicle sticks are up, 2 to go, 2 laps to go, less than a half a mile remaining. White flag is ready to fly. One more time around for Donahue in the 29. Final time down the back straightaway, closing in on the 94 of Brendan Moody. Checkered flag ready to fly. Donahue wins it. Sweet is second. As the 204s have getting together. Well, he's